Good afternoon. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We are focused on creating a technology platform that allows student athletes to connect with each other better during the recruiting process, to allow the student athletes to connect with college coaches during this very interesting COVID-19 recruiting cycle that we're going through. But most importantly, we want to focus on having student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then into a career either in the NFL or a career in their major once they graduate from college. We have another exciting prospect on the call with us today. Jordan Smith is a class of 22 running back from Stratford, Texas. My sister lives down in that area. He's got great size, 6 foot, 180 pounds, really strong GPA of 3.4. Jordan, how you doing this afternoon?
Yes, sir. Doing really good. Blessed to
Good.
be
Hey, I
here.
want to thank you for taking time out to come on the show and share your story. As you and I were just talking before we went live, a lot of college coaches are watching Huddle Video and get ready for this upcoming season, but they haven't had a chance to really get to know these prospects like yourself outside of their Huddle Video. So let's give these coaches some insight into who you are, what you're about, what kind of a football player you are, and more importantly, what kind of person you are when you're not playing football. Let's start out with the most important thing all college coaches want to know is about your GPA. You've got a strong GPA of 3.4. Tell these coaches the importance you put on your academics.
Coach, if you don't have a good GPA or you don't study or do anything, you will not be able to get on the field. I take my GPA and my learning very, very serious because if you don't pass, you can't play. And off the field, I'm a very good person morally and very intelligent. I be around the good people. I don't do anything negative, anything I do. I'm a very good person off the field and on the field. And I take my academics very, very serious.
Okay. Tell us, are there any favorite subjects that you have in high school that drive that GPA?
I like math. I really like math. I'm really good at it. I really like the learning of it. I love math.
Okay. Have you decided, I know you're just not going into your junior year, but have you decided what you might major in when you get to college?
I really talked about it, but I've been thinking about being a mechanic, really being a mechanic or fixing computers. I'm really been thinking about it, talking with my parents about. So I'm probably trying to find a backup plan when football is over.
Okay, I like that. Hey, take this time to shout out some of your teachers or counselor or tutors or coaches who have helped you along the way academically.
I was shout out to my reading teacher, Miss Fields. She always was on me, even when during the pandemic. She always would text me, tell me to keep working, just always on my butt every time. Even when I'm slacking, she's always texting me every time. And my counselor, Mr. White, he always will help me, tell him about my GPA, and tell him what I need to do to have all my credits at the end of when I'm a senior at the end of the year.
That's awesome. Hey, college coaches want to know the learning style of their players. Tell these coaches which type of learning style best fits you. Are you more of a verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
I'm a very visual learner. When I see stuff, I'm able to attach to it more. I'm able to learn it real quicker than the other ones. So I'm a visual learner.
Okay. Something else we always want to ask our prospects is those that are good students, are you also a student of the game? Do you study the game of football? What would you grade yourself as far as having a football IQ? How high is it?
I grade myself B plus. Even when I'm at home, I look at old huddle films from previous varsity players. I looked at my own film and see what I need to work on. And I study the game. I look at the greats, Barry Sanders. I look at other running backs that I can look up to, and maybe I can apply that to my game.
I like it. Okay. Hey, let's get to know you personally before we get into recruiting. Tell these coaches, what do you do when you're not working out and not playing football? What are some of your hobbies and interests away from football?
Um, I'm just being a good person, just again staying out of trouble. Sometimes hang out with my friends or my family, just having fun. Sometimes just to be a teenager, just to live life when I'm not
Okay.
football.
Are you a video game guy? You play Madden, Call of Duty, 2K, or no?
I still do, but when I was smaller, younger, I used to play a lot of video games. But now, football has turned into a business. I need to start taking it more serious. I kind of lean away from the video games. I only play when I have nothing else to do. So I play video games every now and then, but not like I used to.
Okay. And then tell us about, coach, I want to look you up on social media. What are some of your favorite social media apps? Are you a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or Snap guy, or which one?
I'm more as an Instagram, Twitter guy. I just now started to post on Twitter and getting my name out there and getting
Yeah.
more exposure. So that's what I need for the college coaches to see me more exposure, also skill, obviously, in my huddle film.
Okay, I like it. And then tell us also personally about your music taste. So what kind of music do you like? Who do you listen to? Who are some of your favorite artists?
I listen to mostly old school Tupac. I listen to some Nipsey Hussle. I'm more to the old school. Sometimes new, but I'm more old school, 80s and 90s, early
I like it.
2000s.
I
Yes, sir.
like it. Okay. Tell us a little bit about your family, mom and dad. Do you have siblings? Are you the oldest? Are you the baby? Tell us about your family dynamics.
My youngest brother is 9 years old. My oldest is 21, and my mom and my dad. So I have
Okay.
two
And
brothers in the house.
what do your mom and dad do for a living?
My mom, she works at MD Anderson. She helps out with the people and on the computer for the schedules, for the meetings and all that. And my dad, he's a security guard. He also helped me out. He really helped me out with football. He's a very good person. And my mom works with my safety and all that.
Tell me how your family motivates you to be the best student athlete you can be. What do they do?
My mom, she helps me very a lot. She tells me good stuff, always telling me to be the best. And she always on me, make sure I'm safe also on the field. And my dad, he's very hard on me. He's really hard on my academics first and my football. He always tell me positive stuff, especially when I'm working out. He tells me, he motivates me to keep on going. He the one that actually started to get me on football. Actually, when I was smaller, I didn't like football or anything, and I tried it and ended up even loving the game. I really loved the game, and he started just to motivate me. And I started to like the game. I started just to train and train to work harder, going to camps, and just getting ready.
Okay. Tell us, do you have a favorite actor or actress or book or author that you want to share with these coaches?
Mm, my favorite actor. I don't really like movies that much, but I really like Denzel Washington. I would
Yeah.
say he's a very
Okay.
good actor. And my author, mm, I don't. To be honest, I don't really read that much books. That's why I need to work on more. So I don't really have a favorite author that I read every day. I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Understood. Yep. Okay. Tell us, I call this my dream scenario question. Let's say you have a great 3 or 4 years in college and you find yourself in New York City at the NFL draft. Who is sitting at your table with you waiting for the commissioner to call your name?
Of course, my mom, my dad, I will, my brothers, just the people that's in my house that are always there for me and motivate me to be the best that I can be.
Okay, good stuff. Coaches also want to know about athletes who give back. Tell them and give us a little bit about how you give back to your community. Are you involved with your church, nonprofit groups? What are you doing to give back?
I'll go to church. I go to revivals, but I need to give more to the community. I need to work on. That's what I need to work on. That also being a person, being a better man when I grow up. I need to give back to the people and give back to the community more. So that's what I need to work on. That I'm
Okay,
going to.
that's fair. No, that's very fair. Tell us a little bit about, who has been influential in your life, either within your family or somebody outside your family.
Um, just through football, my dad, he's always been on my side with football. Like I said, he was the one that introduced me to the sports, and just me. Also, I'm very strong minded. I always tell my stuff positive stuff, and I'm just always on football.
Yeah. Okay. No problem with that. Hey, let's get into the meat of this now. The recruiting. Tell these coaches, what have you been doing during this COVID-19 environment to stay in shape for the upcoming season?
I work out in the house. I have a bench, dumbbells. I go outside, work on position drills, skills, weights. I'm always doing something. I work out every other day through the week. I always work out. Even when we have SAT camp, I still work out when I get home. I'm always active every time. I don't sit down all day. I'm always doing something. I have to do something.
Okay. I've watched your video many times as I've evaluated you, but I want to hear in your own words, what do you consider your strengths and what are some of the things you're working on as you go into your junior year?
My strengths, I'm very good down here running back, and I have very good vision and very good reaction time. And I will say my weaknesses is Maintaining my speed. I'm very good at acceleration, but I have to maintain my speed so I won't get caught from safeties or any corners.
Okay. I always like to allow student athletes to grade themselves in the skills that you need to be successful in your position. I'm going to call out a certain skill. I want you to give me a grade A through F. First thing would be, and I'll give you the first one. You said downhill running. What would you grade yourself there?
I grade myself an A. A. A.
Okay. What about big play capability?
I will say a B plus. B plus.
Okay. Big one for running backs here. What about ball security?
Very good ball security. I would give that an A minus.
Okay. What about being effective in the passing game?
I would give that. I'd be more consistent in the passing game. I'd probably say C plus B. I need
Okay.
to work on.
That's fair. Yep. What about grading yourself when it comes to pass blocking in the passing game?
I will give that also B minus. I'm a very good blocker, but I need to know who to block and also need to stay. Yeah, well, I'm a very good blocker. I just need to know where to go.
Okay. Well, how would you grade your vision as a running back?
In my vision, an A.
Okay. What about catching the ball out of the backfield?
C plus B in the
Okay.
middle around.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And then lastly, what about mental preparation and mental toughness?
Very good mental toughness. I would say that's an A plus. I have very good mental toughness.
Okay, all right. I respect the fact you're giving yourself honest grades. A lot of kids come on here and everything's an A, and I'm like, man, you're still a work in progress. So I appreciate you being
Sure.
honest about that. Hey, one thing that college coaches want to understand is your relationship with your high school coaches. Tell the coaches here a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach at Stratford. Hey, Jordan, you're on mute right now. Hey, Jordan, you're on mute. We can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
There you go. Jordan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So Jordan, college coaches want to understand about their prospects and their relationship with their high school staff. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach at Stratford.
My position coach, I have a very good relationship with Coach Leonard. He's a very good running back coach. He tells me what I need to work on. He tells me my weaknesses and my strengths. And my head coach, I have a very good relationship with him. But I always to tell him, I'm going to make it on varsity. I'm going to make it on varsity. And he said, just keep on working, keep on working. And now I finally have the opportunity to be on varsity this year, and I'm ready for the season.
Okay, good stuff. From a recruiting standpoint, I know you're just not going to your junior year, but who are some schools that you'd like to hear from? Are there any schools you're targeting? And what's been your recruiting experience so far?
I would say I would like a college that's close to home, U of H, Texas Longhorns, Texas Tech. Just schools that's around me. If I end up getting an offer that's far away, that's very good, I'm probably going to take that offer. So I always want colleges that's close to home so they can make it to my games.
Okay, that's fair. I like that. Tell us a little bit about, who's going to be involved in helping you make the decision of what school that you'll eventually commit to as a senior.
My dad's going to help me. Also, my mom too. So both of my parents going to help me to commit to college that I get in college.
Perfect. Good. That's smart on your part. Tell me a little bit about, who is there a running back at the college or pro level that you pattern your game off of, and who is that player?
Alabama, Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Put my game to like his because he's a power back. He's very good. I match my skill level with him, and I watch him a lot. And also NFL player Derrick Henry. Also watch him too.
Yeah.
To match my skill level with him for downhill running backs.
Yeah, those are two very good examples there. I like that. Coaches want to understand that student athletes understand that adversity is a big part of being a successful student athlete. Tell these coaches, Jordan, about a time in your life where you had to overcome adversity, whether it's personal or dealing with football.
Seventh grade, sixth grade, I had a heel injury, and I was kind of getting unmotivated to play football. And it was also a growth play, so I something I couldn't control. And my dad was always there to tell me to keep on going, keep on going. And also in seventh grade, I also had a knee injury. I will always injure my knee for some reason. In junior high, it kind of unmotivated me to play football, but I kept through it and kept doing it. And now I'm here at the high school level, just getting better, just keep my head strong and being positive and keeping positive thoughts in my mind.
Okay, I like that. Hey, tell us, what age did you start playing football, and what age did football get serious to you?
Third grade, eighth, yeah, I was eight. I probably say 8 or 9. Third grade. I played for the KYF Cardinals. Back then, I started
Mm-hmm.
playing DN, and I played linebacker. Then I played running back in 8th grade, and football started getting serious with me in the high school. But really now, this was high school. High school football really turns to a business and starting to get very,
Yeah.
very serious. So it started my freshman year, but it really starts now. The work starts
Okay.
now.
Tell me, was there a moment, has there been a moment when you said to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to have a chance to play college football, football at the college level?
This past year, this sophomore year, I looked at myself. I said, I have the talent to play college football, and I think I
Mm-hmm.
said I can do this. So last season. That's when
Okay. Hey, take this time to be a good teammate. Tell these college coaches who else on your team should they be looking at to recruit that's maybe flying under the radar right now.
AJ Abbott, Ben Mosley, the wide receiver Ben Mosley, AJ Abbott, our quarterback. They're on the radar right now.
Okay.
So,
All right. Thanks for shouting them out. And then tell us what other sports do you play outside of football at Stratford? You basketball, track?
I did track this year. I played basketball 6th grade, but I really just played football for high school. I was focused on one sport only. So it's football.
Okay. So college coaches love players that run track. What were some of your events that you competed in?
I competed in the 4x4. I competed in the 100 and the 200.
Okay.
4x1.
Okay. And then tell these coaches, tell them one thing that you learned from track that's making you a better football player.
Always learning to have very good acceleration and arm movement, keep my arm movement very sharp and smooth, and just run smoothly and just calm and stride.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about leadership. How do you define leadership, and how do you plan on leading going into your junior year?
I'm a very silent leader. I show my skills on the field. I don't talk. I don't talk any crap or anything. I just play football. I just show leadership by how I play. I'm very just a silent leader.
Okay. And then tell us a little bit about your competitive spirit. I mean, I know you're probably very competitive, but explain to these coaches how competitive you are.
I'm very competitive, especially when we're losing. That's when I started getting very passionate, telling everybody to get up, come on, let's keep it going. We got this. Just motivating my teammates and just to get better and be better in the games and keep
Okay.
on moving.
And then Jordan, do you play a role on special teams at Stratford too, or no?
Yes, sir. I played uh, the second line in the back, the kick
Okay.
return. I just play kick return.
All right, good. Because college coaches love players that love to make a contribution on special teams. Hey, as we finish up here, I'd love to hear about your elevator pitch. We talked about it earlier. In 30 seconds, tell these college coaches why they should recruit you, and tell them what you're specifically going to bring to their program.
I'm very good morally, and I'm a very good football player. I'm a very good person. Don't get in trouble. Make good grades. I don't seek to do anything bad. I keep positive. Have a very good attitude. Listen to the coaches. I'm just a very good person on the field and off the field, and I will be a very good student in their program. And I think they should offer me.
It's a great elevator pitch, Jordan. Hey, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you play this upcoming fall. If you or your parents have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Continue to be safe, and we'll see you on the sideline soon.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Have a great
coach.
day.
All right, coach.